Why luxury brands make you feel poor on purpose. The $47 billion secret. In 2018, Burberry admitted to something absolutely insane. They had deliberately destroyed $37 million worth of their own products, burned them, turned them into ash. But here's what's even crazier. They're not alone. Hermès, Louis Vuitton, Cartier, they're all doing it. $47 billion. That's the total value of luxury goods destroyed every single year. But why would brands worth hundreds of billions of dollars literally set their products on fire? The answer is far more disturbing than you think. Because it's not about the products at all. It's about you. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at luxury brands the same way again. To understand this conspiracy, we need to go back to Paris 1921, because that's when a woman named Gabrielle Bonheur Chanel did something that would change capitalism forever. Picture this. Every perfume in the world at that time had elaborate bottles, flowery names. Chanel looked at this market and made a decision her competitors thought was absolutely insane. She created Chanel No. 5, a plain, minimalist bottle. And the kicker? She priced it at the equivalent of $1,500 today. Her competitors laughed. But Coco understood something about human psychology that they didn't. Something that would birth a $339 billion industry. Luxury isn't about the product, it's about the feeling of exclusivity. And exclusivity needs one thing: scarcity. Within 2 years, Chanel No. 5 became the best-selling perfume in the world. But Coco did something revolutionary. She limited production on purpose. Because the moment everyone could have it, nobody would want it. Fast forward to today. Walk into any Hermès store and try to buy a Birkin. They'll tell you, "I'm sorry, we don't have any available." But that same store has 15 Birkins in the back. Why? Hermès doesn't want you to buy a Birkin. Yet. They want you to want it, to come back, to build purchase history, to buy scarves, belts, shoes, thousands of dollars of things you don't want. One customer spent $58,000 over 2 years just to finally be offered the opportunity to buy a $12,000 Birkin. Think about that. She had to spend $58,000 to earn the right to spend $12,000 more. But the waitlist, the building a relationship with the brand, that's just the surface level. Because what these companies are really doing is far more calculated. And it involves the psychological principle discovered by a researcher named Robert Cialdini in 1984, one that has generated over $47 billion in destroyed merchandise. But first, we need to talk about what happened when one luxury brand forgot this principle. In 2004, Gucci was on top of the world. Sales exploding, stores opening everywhere, their products becoming more accessible, more available. It looked like a brilliant strategy, until it wasn't. By 2008, something strange started happening. Sales were still growing, but something else was dropping fast. Brand perception. According to a study by Luxury Institute, Gucci fell from number 3 to number 47 in brand prestige in just 4 years. Why? Because they violated the cardinal rule of luxury. They became accessible. When everyone started carrying Gucci bags, the ultra-wealthy, the people who built the brand, stopped buying. Because luxury customers aren't buying products. They're buying separation. They're buying the feeling of being inside a club others can't enter. This is the dark heart of the luxury industry. It's built on a principle Robert Cialdini called scarcity bias. but luxury brands weaponized it in ways he never intended. Here's how it works. When something is scarce, the brain perceives it as more valuable. fMRI studies from Stanford in 2019 showed that when subjects heard limited availability, their reward centers lit up 64% more than for identical products labeled readily available. But luxury brands discovered something even more powerful. If they can make you feel scarce, not enough, not qualified, not worthy, you will do almost anything to get in. This is why Hermès has waitlists for products inside their warehouse. This is why Louis Vuitton trains staff to judge who is worthy. This is why Chanel blocks certain handbags unless you're a VC. They're not gatekeeping luxury. They're gatekeeping your self-worth and selling it back to you at a 2,000% markup. Which brings us back to those $47 billion in destroyed goods. In 2018, when Burberry's burning scandal exploded, they claimed it was about brand integrity and preventing counterfeits. But leaked documents said something very different. A 2017 internal email read, "Scarcity is our most valuable asset. We must protect it at all costs." They weren't burning products to stop counterfeits. They were burning them to maintain artificial scarcity. Because if those goods reached outlets or discounters, the illusion would collapse. But here's what they really don't want you to know. The real cost to make most luxury goods, according to insiders and leaked manufacturing contracts, markup is 12 to 20 times the actual cost. A $3,000 Gucci bag, about $150 to make. An $800 LV wallet, cost $50. You're not paying for quality, you're paying for exclusivity, and companies will burn billions to protect it. But in 2023, something happened that the luxury industry desperately tried to suppress. A former LVMH executive named Antoine Arnault broke ranks and revealed documents that exposed the true scale of this manipulation. What he revealed changes everything about how we understand modern capitalism. Antoine's leaked documents showed something shocking. LVMH, the parent company of Louis Vuitton, Dior, Fendi, and 75 other luxury brands, has a department they never talk about, not advertised, not on their website. But it employs 187 people and has a yearly budget of $340 million. It's called the Perception Management Division. Their job? Engineer scarcity, create waitlists for products sitting in warehouses, train sales associates in qualification protocols, which is a fancy way of saying, make customers feel inadequate so they spend more to prove themselves. But here's the most disturbing part. They use predictive AI to calculate the optimal rejection rate. If they reject 40% of purchase attempts, even from people ready to spend, brand desire increases 67% and profit margins rise 34%. They're not just creating scarcity, they're creating rejection, deliberately. Because feeling rejected activates the same neurological pathways as physical pain, and humans will do almost anything to stop pain. This is the $47 billion secret. The luxury industry has industrialized inadequacy. They've turned your insecurity into the most profitable business model in modern capitalism. Empowering section. So what does this mean for you? Here's the truth they never want you to know. The moment you understand the game, you stop playing it. Luxury brands only have power if you believe in the scarcity they manufacture. That Hermès bag? 250,000 made every year. That exclusive Louis Vuitton piece? 8 million items annually. The scarcity is artificial. The exclusivity is manufactured. The inadequacy you feel, that is the real product. In 2023, the luxury market reached $339 billion. Yet studies show luxury buyers aren't happier. In fact, Princeton found luxury consumption is often linked to lower life satisfaction because you can never buy enough to feel like you're enough. That's the trap. Luxury convinces you that worth can be purchased, that belonging can be bought, that you are not enough until you wear, drive, or carry something expensive. So, next time you walk past a luxury store or feel that sting of inadequacy because you can't access something exclusive, remember this. You're not being rejected from a club. You're being manipulated by a $47 billion psychology experiment. And the most powerful thing you can do is walk away knowing you were already enough. If this video changed how you see luxury brands, hit subscribe. Next week, we expose the diamond industry's biggest lie. And trust me, it makes this look tame. I'll see you in the next one.